conceptualize going straight in a solo boat, I think in terms of a clock, where 12 o'clock is the direction I'm going straight ahead. 1 o'clock is back to my paddle side or my on side, and 11 o'clock is to my off side. As I paddle, I always like to work between the 1 o'clock and the 12 o'clock. I may go to a little bit to 11:30, somewhere around there, but I'm really thinking this 1 o'clock to 12 o'clock position. So when I take a forward stroke, I'm almost always on the 1 o'clock. As the forward stroke finishes, I stop it at 12 o'clock and I correct. So I bring it back to 1 o'clock, take a forward stroke to 12 o'clock, I correct back to 1. What I am trying to avoid is getting way over here to the 11 o'clock position. When I get to the 11 o'clock position, two things happen. One of which is if I take a correction, it has to be a large correction, which brings me way back to bring it back here. That would require a little bit of a negative. It'd actually pull me back and stop my momentum. The other thing is if I'm taking over here and I take a forward stroke, it's just going to continue to spin my boat and I'm going to start to carve into a turn. If I'm thinking in terms of the clock, I basically want to hold my boat between 1 o'clock and then 12 o'clock straight up. That's how I can keep my momentum going. I may go to 11:30, but it's pretty much close to 12 o'clock. Forward stroke, 12 o'clock back. I'm going to bring it over to about 1 o'clock, so I take my forward stroke to 12, bring it back, my forward stroke to 12, bring it back to 1, forward stroke to 12, back to 1. If you take your forward stroke when the canoe is pointing where you want to go, you'll see my forward stroke goes way over here. I have to correct, bring it way back to here, losing almost all of my momentum. So for those of you coming from the kayak world, when you think of the clock, I go between 11 and 1, back to 11, back to 1. I'm basically doing what you do in a kayak. So if I'm over here, I take my one stroke, one side, take my other stroke, overemphasizing a little bit, but you get the picture.